Alright, there's a random cloud of rain that I saw and decided to pull over for a few moments to see if somehow I could bypass it, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna miss it too much. So I guess I'll sit here for a second, halfway home. Alright, I hit the button a few more times. I decided to take off at that last clip, and a bad idea. Everything is wet still. Trying to be dry. Here's my next spot. Made it to a gas station. Rain isn't too bad. I'm gonna go for it. Still trying to make it home. Look, more water, soaking clothes. Of course, when I get near my house, if you look, if you can still see, the ground is dry. Go figure. Look, bike, look, garage, dry. Here's the jacket that I thought I wasn't gonna need this morning. Oh well. Now we can start the video. Alright everybody, welcome to Small Engine Velocity. This is Caesar, and today's subject should be a quick one, but it is something that is very near and dear to not a lot of people. So, what is that subject? It is something new that has evolved in this world that is set apart equality of all bikes. And it is something called Grom Shaming. Effectively, what Grom Shaming is that if you don't have a Grom, then you're a lesser of a person. Now, what does that include? That includes Z125s, that includes the Lifans, TaoTao Hellcat, Vader, IceBears, Fusera, and all sorts of other mini bikes. Majority of them are Chinese, of course. The first thing that comes up or comes to mind when you're thinking Grom Shaming is one, if it's not a Grom, then it's a Grom clone. That is untrue. Why is that untrue? Because, oh man, that was too fast. If that were true, then the Z125 Kawasaki would be called a Grom clone, but it is not. So therefore, bikes that are like the Grom, like the Lifans, should be called a Lifan. KP Mini 150. Now, there are bikes like the Vader, and there's another one that's the OG, there's the one that's the OG Grom, and then there's one that's the new style Grom. Those are, you can call that a clone because when you look at it, it is a clone. It looks exactly like it. You could just swap some stickers and, I can't tell if that's a Grom or not. But because I didn't buy a Grom doesn't mean I am less of a purchaser. And in some cases, it depends on what you're buying the bike for. For example, you could buy a TaoTao Hellcat for about, let's just say, anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500, depending on where you buy it. If you get it at a dealer, if you buy it online, $1,500. Okay, well that's cheap. Comes with a 125 carbureted motor. Shakes like crazy. You gotta do a lot of work to it to get it to be stable, but you know, it's cheap. Now, one of the things people do when they buy this bike is that they do the Z190, the Shangjiang Z190 swap into that bike, which I think produces like somewhere around 20 horsepower or something like that. I don't know, I'll have to look at the spec for it. But it becomes a beast. You know, throw a Mikumi carb on there and do some other stuff, and you know, that thing's a monster. Now, personally, I would love to do that. Of course, the Lifan has a vertical motor, which is another reason why it shouldn't be called a Grom clone, is because, I mean, even the design of the bike isn't the same. There are very, very big differences. Side note, it rained like crazy today, all day, until about an hour before I had to go home. So, thank you, Texas weather, for picking the right time to stop. It is cool if you start raining in the next 10 minutes. because I'll be mostly the way home. Now, back to the subject. Grom shaming. Woo, art car! I'm gonna get it on my camera. Look at the art car! That is amazing! Amazeballs! There's a car on the back. Look what else is on this beautiful art car that's made of art. Hey, we're pausing from our regularly scheduled topic so we can look at the art car. I just want to be a kid, and it's got like peace symbols all over it, and a Barbie, Hot Wheels cars, and what else we got? Dinosaurs, what looks to be imitation Power Rangers, and a gun, and airplanes, and a speaky thing, and then that gets good gas mileage. And I wonder if anything's ever broken off of it. Like, what is it using to glue down on that? It's like epoxy? You'd hope there was like a really strong epoxy. And I think on the wheels is like little tiny caution cones. Let's see what's on this side. Okay, on this side we got Minions and a Rubik's Cube that looks like it's faded, paint on the tires, a sheriff badge, fake coins. Anyways, now I'm going to be distracted trying to drive home because this is it. And this is about Grom shaming, everybody. You should not Grom shame people who don't own a Grom. Yes, fly away so that I cannot talk about you anymore. I must talk about the subject at hand. And the subject at hand is that if you own a Grom, you should be equal, or we will have a civil war in this country between China bikes and Japanese Groms. And we by far outnumber you if you're considering the whole world as our battleground. Oh man. This is what happens when I leave work at 4 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. I'm not tired yet. I gotta be tired to make a vlog. See, I said it right. A vlog. So that I can talk to people. So, the things you should consider for those Grom owners out there who are probably watching this, and more than likely people from my Northwest Houston Mini Moto group are there. You should walk up to the nearest person that doesn't own a Grom and pat them on the back for making a decision that's different than yours. Okay? Different. Same, but different. But still same. Someone who's willing to try something that's outside of the normal box, test the range to see if something's better or worse. Let them take that hit. Who want to find out? I want to find out if the Ruckus is better or not. You mean the Ruckus, excuse me. The Lifan is better or not. Anyways, I gotta tuck a little bit. Let's go faster. Okay, well. That's really all I have to say about the subject. I know that I may have upset some of my friends, and I'll probably see some dislikes and some thumbs down and people making comments about how I'm a China bike lover, that I don't belong in America, which is funny because Groms are Japanese bikes. But anyways, it's not a Ford, is it? And is a Ford still an American bike? Anyways, does Ford make bikes? Nope. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about the subject. I did try to call the Lifan dealer today to get an update. Nothing. And I didn't get a chance to leave a message either because I was heading down to a meeting. Anyways, thank you for listening to my rant about Grom shaming, a real epidemic in this country. Please like, and more than likely you will dislike this video. Please comment below about this critical subject that I've spoken of today through the words of my mouth, talking about what in the future may change this country. I'm just totally babbling now. I like, subscribe. Yeah, and if you're a subscriber, you are wonderful. You are awesome. I super appreciate every single time you watch one of these videos, especially if you hit that bell and you're the first person to watch them, because it seems like every time I'm submitting a new video, I immediately get 5 or 6 likes. So those 5 or 6 people who put that bell on, I appreciate you. For those of you that are new, you should consider subscribing. If you would like to hear more about these societal changes that need to happen in order for there to be equality in all bikes of different colors and races and manufacturers and title types. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I